Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening.
Good evening.
And I think this episode regards to requests of some of the subscribers asking about, at my age, how do I keep in shape and what is my lifestyle. So I went shopping today at one of the store, which is like a Costco. It is SNR, it's a membership club. So they have carry some of the more, high quality food. So we go there, shop there more often. So some of the stuff that we eat is we try to eat a balanced diet. Have seafood as well as have meat, and sometimes organ, meat like the liver or heart, things like that. So today I just can show you my list that I bought. So we went and bought some raw shrimp,
Yeah.
and that was part of our seafood. Then we also had wild salmon, and on the meat side I bought some beef as well as some grass-fed lamb. This is lamb chop. So, and then in addition to that, at age of 60 and above, the standard they tell you about you should have 0.8 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight, but that is really not enough. When you are about 50 or 60, you need to eat twice as much as that, like 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. So I supplement in other food as well, like the walnut. This is the raw walnut. We get also pistachio is very, very good. It's the raw pistachio. We don't try to buy roasted because they use the very toxic oils like bean oils, the vegetable oils. Yeah, the toxic oil. And so because they have to make money, they use the cheapest oil they can. And so we don't roast, we're trying to buy raw. And then also I bought flaxseed meal, which we sprinkle over the salads, as well as chia seeds. And there's other things I can show you as well. Maybe we can talk about how you prepare the meal. So you do lots of cooking as well. So you can talk about what I bring other stuff.
Yeah, we cook more often. Just eat less in restaurant foods or any processed foods or junk. So it's better we can cook here at home as a healthy lifestyle.
I was able to find the omega-3 eggs in here, which is pretty awesome. And there's a selenium eggs as well that I bought, and also almond butter. They're all really high protein, because in order to survive falling at my age, you need to have more protein to have a stronger muscle too. So we also have I bought selenium eggs. I think that they feed certain seeds that has high level of selenium to the eggs. That's what they are also the omega-3 eggs is. They feed them, I think, chia seed and flax seed. So that's why they can produce this kind of eggs. So these are some of the things that we buy on the weekly basis, and fruits and vegetables we buy from local market.
Yeah.
And those are part of our daily diet.
Fresh vegetables.
Yeah. We buy it as much as possible on daily or maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But I like to walk anywhere, so I go walk.
We went to Carbon Market.
Carbon Market is about 30 minutes from here with the bus, and that's called it's a very famous local market in Cebu City.
Yeah.
And they have seafood, but we try to find wild seafood, and also young seafood that's like sardines and mackerel, because those are the ones live less because the other bigger fish eat them, so their life is much shorter. So they don't get exposed to the mercury in the sea. So they're much healthier to eat, and they have their higher level of omega-3 as well. So and the other thing I'm really disappointed is in here you don't find as much as shellfish. You know, shrimp if you here is mostly farm raised. And from the wild shrimp from the sea, it's hard to find. And also the other issue in here is microplastic.
Yeah.
And because of the ocean is polluted, most of the shellfish that they live in the bottom of the ocean, they eat the microplastic and the toxic. But I think those are minor issues because what we do is we limit our shellfish eating maybe to once a week. So if you don't eat it often, you don't get the microplastic in your diet.
Yes.
So, and in addition to that, we're trying to eat the quinoa rather than rice, but she's the rice, Filipino love rice. So we add 1 cup of rice, maybe 2 cup of quinoa to make our daily protein from that as well. But the rice also we can buy organic mixed rice, which is a black, brown rice. So if
our breakfast, we used to eat eggs and salad, vegetable salad, the fresh one, and quinoa rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think I should mention that I eat, and I think she has also now joined me. I eat twice a day on lunch. Because my regiment in the morning really, when I get up, guys.
So our 2 months together is hard for me. Because, but slowly I adopt his lifestyle.
Yeah, because I mean, as I say, mine is very regimented. I get up early morning, like 5-6 o'clock.
Yeah.
First thing I do, I go to the sun. That's set up my that is sets up your circadian clock. So your body will adjust to getting up certain time, and when the cortisol kicks, so you get up, and then at night, from your pineal gland, you get the I forgot the hormones that you get. That's before you're sleeping, melatonin. Sorry. So you get melatonin at night from your pineal gland. And that's what you need for this. But you have to have your biological clock, circadian clock right. So that's what I do every morning, first thing.
Yeah.
And I do also in the morning for biohacking. I do cold showers for 2-3 minutes in the morning. That helps to increase your brown fat or beige fat, mostly in your back or in your chest, and you reduce your visceral fat, which mostly in the belly. So that's the benefit of that. And at night I take the opposite because when you're sleeping you want your internal body to be cool. So I get hot shower because the blood rushes to your skin and your internal body gets a cooler temperature. So, and we're trying to keep the room cooler at night so we can sleep as well better. Usually it's supposed to say the room temperature should be 2 degrees below your body temperature in order to have a good sleep. So then after going my sunboard shopping, if you can call it that, I come home and then I start my 30 minutes of joint exercise, and then after that I do some of my meditation and also breath work. That takes about 1 hour. After that I do another hour and a half exercise, strength training, using body weight. If we live a place at the gym, and I like to go there 2 or 3 times, but in this place we are, and there's no gym in this high-rise. I don't know why they have pool but no gym. So I use my body weight and train that, and that's good enough. Your body weight is just as if you can use the push-ups, sit-ups, the squats, and that kind of thing. Planks. I do multiple different. I have a program, 90-day program every day, doing different things, so you can work on different muscle types. So those are the routine I do on daily basis.
Yoga, meditation.
Yeah, yoga, meditation, as well as strength training and aerobic as well. Now I added other things a couple of nights ago. I taking a stairs. I live on 23rd floor, so I take a stairs once a day, coming all the way up. I haven't tried it going down. I may try that as well, but
From ground floor
from ground
to...
floor to 23rd floor. So it is really good cardio. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much fit, but I was doing it. Like when I come, I'm sweaty and I'm huffing and puffing, which is very good because you need to bring your heart rate, the maximum heart rate. You need to have about 10 minutes a day to be able to do that. And
Helps a lot.
how do you figure out the maximum heart rate is? You subtract 220 minus your age and multiply that by 70%. That's what your maximum heart rate should be. So you have to bring your heart rate at that level. So these are some of the basic things that cost money, except the food costs money, but exercise, yoga, meditation, it really doesn't, and it just takes time, of course. But hey, I'm retired. I live with a beautiful, healthy woman as well, and she does lots of dancing. That's why she doesn't yet join me on the meditation and stuff, but she does exercise. Yeah, she does exercise and does lots of dancing. I join her in dancing. I'm not a very good dancer
Yeah,
anymore.
after his routine, we do cooking
Yes,
and
cooking.
have some fun.
Yes. So it is. So I just want to cover some of what I do for staying healthy, and quite important that we stay away from food that made by restaurants, or stay away from the ultra processed food like the flours that use in everything, in bread, in cookies, in you name it, the spaghetti. They're all highly ultra processed. That's why they're so cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the meat they use, they're usually not grass fed, grass finished. In the restaurant they use the cheapest meat possible. The cows or sheep or lamb or pork are basically raised on the seed and beans and stuff that is really GMO, full of GMO, and is not healthy at all. So the animals are supposed to eat in the grass, in a field where we don't have field anymore, our soil is depleted, so on and so on. So I think that's what we try to have, but it's not really always, because so there are time to time we travel, so we go out eat outside in restaurants once in a while, because you cannot pamper your body forever. Every once in a while you have to shock your body. Hormesis, that's what they call. The hormesis is actually used more in doing strenuous exercise, like doing an ice bath. Those are hormesis. But they think what they're talking about, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So in terms of diet, the same thing. We go once in a while in restaurants. And I know they use the wrong oil and has higher level of omega-6. The ratio to omega-3 is high, like 20 to 1. I think it's 1 to 1 omega-6, and omega-3 is fine, because that is, your body needs omega-6 as well. But unfortunately, there's too much of that, and especially if they're fried food, because the same oil used multiple times, and not only is already been ultra processed. Now
Use olive oil.
Yeah, what we use is olive oil or coconut oil. And unfortunately, in the Philippines, which is the biggest producer of coconut trees, is not coconut oil in here. It's hard to find because most of the farmers sold their trees to businessmen or other countries, so they get the oil, the coconut oil, and make MCT oil and send it to the other Western countries. They can sell it at much more a higher price. So, but we are able to find the extra virgin olive oil, which is the whole extracted.
Yeah.
We use most of that for salad, for cooking as well. Yeah, of course, yeah, we do everything together here. Anyway, so that gives you a summary of what we do. There's a lot more to it than that, but I think for the sake of the video and not giving you a headache, thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like and share, and hopefully we can grow our channels too.